Hey guys, it's Chris here from Chris's Creative Life, and I design workshops to help you create beautiful projects from start to finish with easy to follow guides. If you want to know anything about me that you maybe don't know already, make sure to stop by my blog at chrisscreativelife.com. It's pretty well organized across the top into all sorts of things from shop with me to my blog posts to workshop guides. There's a customer portal there, and then a link to the PDF shop. So today I'm here to share with you my lovely and beautiful scrapbooking workshop. And this one turned out very pretty. It's a really unique color combination that I love the way it all kind of comes together. So just so you know, if you purchase a workshop guide from me, once you add it to your cart from the PDF shop and check out, you should technically be redirected to a page to download your file. If that doesn't happen, don't worry. You should then also receive an email in your inbox, which is your receipt of purchase, and there's download links on there. And if those two other things don't happen, if you had created a customer account before you checked out, then you can always sign back into your customer portal to find all your downloads. They just stay there. So make sure, if you also don't see something right away in your email system, make sure to check your spam or junk, or I think in Gmail it's like your promotions folder. Sometimes that's where things end up. They're always somewhere, but if for some reason all of those things don't work for you, make sure to reach out to me at Chris at chrisscreativelife.com. That is my business email, and you can always find me there. If you have any questions about anything that I'm showing you today, make sure to add your question in the comments, and I'll come back and try and answer it as soon as possible. Okay, so let's take a look at the pages I created with the lovely and beautiful suite. Okay, oh, that's very crooked. It looks straighter in the preview screen, but that's all good. So the lovely and beautiful did not have a sticker sheet. So I custom created SVG titles for you for this workshop. Once you have them and upload them into your system, you can use them over and over and over again. The light is not going to be great on this, I can tell already, because the colors are actually fresh fuchsia and petal pink, which is super hard to see on camera. And if I put much more light, then we're just going to blow them out. Plus there's gold on here, so it's kind of like, kind of funny. Lots and lots of light, and then you also get really bad reflections. So I did create 5 custom SVGs for this workshop. Okay, so let's take a look at what we've got going on here. So for the workshop, I did use the Lovely and Beautiful Designer Series paper. I did use White Willow, Petal Pink, Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, and then I used the Beautifully Adorned Ephemera Pack, which is the vellum in the background here. And they are actually, so I had somebody ask me, because the weight is different on this ephemera pack. And I said, it's a nice weight vellum. It's almost like a sticker weight. So it's not super flimsy or going to get creased really easily. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but that's the best way I can describe it. And then I did use the pearlized faceted circles and the white with gold 3/8 inch ribbon. That's what I used to create it. There is, in the instructions, there are directions to downloading your SVGs. There is the full color cutting guide, so all your paper ends up with the right direction. You end up having enough paper. I do try and use most of the paper in my workshop so that you don't have a lot left over that you have to then in turn stash somewhere. So I really do try hard to use most of it. Not always does that happen, but most of the time. There are some directions with before photos so that you can see how the pages are supposed to be laid out before you get everything else added on top. And then there are always large photos and detailed photos of the finished layouts. Whew! There we go. Okay, so now let's take a look at the pages. So worth remembering, this is layout number 1. And then layout number 2, little moments. And sorry, but there's going to be like reflection off the little, all the little gold details there. And then layout number 3, creating memories. And I did kind of like that the color palettes are kind of different for depending on how you group the pieces of paper. So the first 2 were kind of like with the clip, so coral accent. This has more of like that fresh freesia feeling. You could see here all the gold vellum accents. So this is 3. And then layout number 4, right? This is still like more of like the softer side of the suite with the scrapbooking title, This Life. Super pretty. The gold accents on the paper. And then the last one is brighter again, right? Shine bright with like the Calypso coral. And I do absolutely love this piece of paper here. And like I said, so some of the flower vellum accents are like solid with the gold, and then some you can see through. It is they are really quite pretty in real life. Then there is like journaling spots right on the tags, and then the little detail of the ribbon. So I'll walk you backwards through them again. I always try and go both ways in case you missed something the first time. But as always, if you have any questions, just add them to the comments below. Or like I said, you can always find pretty much lots of details too on my blog. I do try and keep everything updated and running smoothly. So layout number 3. Layout number 2. And then layout number 1. Okay, guys, that's what I've got for you today. But as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and have an awesome week. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.